Hey, special educators. Welcome to Teach, TaskBox, Inspire, the podcast dedicated to making your job as a special education teacher easier by making your instruction more fun for you and your students. Inside each episode, you'll learn how to get the most use out of your task boxes in the classroom. I'm your host, Lisa Holiday from Chalkboard Superhero, a veteran special education teacher passionate about empowering you with purposeful teaching strategies, helpful tips and tricks, and other classroom management tools that will help you thrive in your role. Let's get started with today's episode. Hey there, friends. Welcome back to Teach, TaskBox, Inspire, the podcast for special education teachers who are passionate about empowering their students and building a more efficient classroom. I'm your host, Lisa Holiday, and I am so glad you're here. Today's episode's a little bit different. It's all about collaboration, creativity, and shaping the future of my Teach, TaskBox, Inspire membership. I'll share a quick reminder about what the membership is all about. I'll invite you to share your ideas for new resources, and I'll talk about a new way we can connect, bringing real teachers onto the podcast. If you're a member already, thank you so much for being part of this amazing community. If you're not, don't worry, I'll give you the scoop on how this membership can transform your classroom and save you so much time. Before we dive into today's topic, let me remind you what the membership is all about. So basically, I designed a membership for special education teachers just like you who need ready-to-use, differentiated resources to meet the students' unique needs. So each month, you're going to get access to high-quality task boxes covering a variety of skills like math, reading, life skills. You'll also get one errorless learning activity box. So that's perfect for building confidence and independence in your students. You'll also have practical teacher-tested materials designed to save you time and help you focus on teaching, not creating resources from scratch, right? This membership isn't just about the materials. It's about creating a community of educators who are passionate about empowering their students. So it's flexible, it's effective, it's aligned with real state standards. It is life-changing, and you get two different options when you join the membership. You can either get them digitally, which it's $9 a month. That means you will get 5 new task boxes delivered right to your email box every single month, or you can get them delivered to your door. Agreed, it's a lot more expensive that way, but you get them already prepared for you every single month delivered to your front doorstep. So now here's where you come in. I want to hear from you. What skills or themes do you want to see in future task boxes? I have already created a full year of different task boxes for K2, 3-5, and life skills vocational grade bands. So now I'm asking for your help. Maybe you've noticed a gap in resources for a particular skill, or you're working on something specific with your students that could use extra support. Whatever it is, email me your ideas at lisa@chalkboardsuperhero.com. I want your input to shape the resources that I'm creating. I'm so excited to collaborate with you to make this membership even better. And as a thank you, I'm going to feature some of your suggestions on upcoming episode, and you might even get a little surprise. So let me know. I need your help. Now, I did go to my Instagram and I asked my following, what do they want to see in these boxes? And they were great, but they were very vague. They said, kindergarten readiness or things to help with fine motor skills. You guys, I need you to be specific. I need you to say, I have a student who's struggling with this specific skill. I'm sure that that's not the only student who's struggling with that. Tell me how I can help. What task box should look like to help your little learners. So speaking of collaboration, I've been thinking how amazing it would be to actually keep featuring real teachers right here on the podcast. I've already done it a few times and I love it. I love hearing different ways that you guys are using materials and or strategies inside the classroom. And again, I think a lot of you like to hear that too, because, listening to my voice every single week can get a little boring if I'm just talking to myself every week. So I know that you all have incredible stories to tell, great tips, and creative ways that you're using your task boxes or other materials in your classrooms. And I kind of want to give you a platform to kind of share your expertise and inspire other educators. I actually was just talking to an educator this morning who is also Jacob's mentor. And I said, I got to get you on the podcast. And she's like, oh no, I don't have enough experience. She is a student right now in college, and she is doing a long-term substitute position in the city, doing a psych position. And I said, that's great. I don't care. I love hearing different stories from all ranges, whether you're a newbie or a veteran teachers, it's all great, right? I like hearing it all of the different incredible stories that you guys are bringing. Now, I know a lot of you are like, oh, I could never do a podcast episode. I can't be interviewed. It's easy. I give you the questions ahead of time. You just answer the questions just like you were talking to a friend. Don't worry. I don't bite. I love talking to people, especially about something that I'm so very passionate about, which is special education. So again, if you'd like to be a guest on the podcast, or if you know someone who would love to do that, just email me at lisa@chalkboardsuperhero.com and I'll get back to you. So let's amplify the incredible work that's happening in classrooms around the world, right? So I want to tell you a little bit of what's coming. I'm currently working on I know this episode's going to come out later, but I'm working on the February-March task boxes, and I really want to get a bundle together. Now that I've completed the full year, I think I started this membership in March of 2024. And so once I do that full year, I want to put up on the membership website that you can grab the whole entire year from the get-go. Like, I'm going to bundle it up in a little package. And I'm super excited to do that because a lot of you are like, Lisa, I just want to buy the 1 year in advance, boom, and just have it. I don't want to wait monthly for it. This is the first time that you're going to be able to do that because I am usually making these on the go. Like every month that comes up, I'm like, okay, what's next? Okay, what's next? Again, I am a full-time teacher. I also have a husband and 3 kids and 2 dogs and a cat. I have a full life. And so I don't have time to sit down and think about a full year in advance. So I know a lot of people came up to me last year and said, Lisa, I don't want to wait for the monthly test boxes to drip out. I want them right now so I can plan for the year. And I just didn't have that available. So now that I've completed the first full year of the membership, I can finally bundle that all up. And if people want a full year in advance, they can go ahead and buy year 1 membership. That's going to be available in the store. I also like to make these designed to be so engaging and to meet very unique needs and to make their life easier, right? I want your feedback so we can make them even more targeted and even more impactful. So really, how can you help? I want you to email me with your ideas for new task boxes or themes that you might have. Let me know if you'd like to be featured on the podcast, or you can nominate another teacher to share their story. Or share this podcast, the one that I'm talking about right now, with a fellow educator and invite them to join the Teach Task Box Inspire membership. Your collaboration is what makes this membership so special. I want to work together, you and I, so we can create some task boxes all our own. I know that's a short episode for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Whether you're already a member or just learning about this Teach Task Box membership, I'm so grateful for your support. Don't forget to email me at lisa@chalkboardsuperhero.com with your ideas, feedback, or interest in being a podcast guest. Let's keep this conversation going and continue to inspire each other. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Teach Task Box Inspire. I hope you've gained some tips and motivation to fuel your week ahead. If you're ready to explore more strategies for empowering your students as independent learners, be sure to dive into my free training at chalkboardsuperhero.com/training. And don't keep all this knowledge to yourself. Share this episode with your special education teacher friends who could use some motivation and inspiration. One more thing before you go. If you're finding this podcast helpful and want to show support, head to Apple Podcasts and leave your rating and review. Until next time, keep teaching, task boxing, and inspiring.